You can definitely tell by the title that we are reorganizing my bookshelf. I have honestly never organized them. Like the whole time that I've owned them, I just got them from Facebook Marketplace and I just like started putting shit on them. There was no rhyme or reason. This one here, and also the one in my room, they're both just like a little bit of a landing pad. Like there's no reason why there needs to be an entire thing of Vaseline on here, but for some reason there is. But it is just like a natural place to put things when you're like, I don't know where this goes. For me, my dream, of course, you know, I want really, really beautiful bookshelves in a home that I eventually buy one day. If you guys watch other booktubers on YouTube, my bookshelf, they're not as good. If you're wanting like a really stunning bookshelf, you've come to the wrong place. If you don't like your bookshelf, if you feel like you watch all of these people and you feel like they have like really stunning bookshelves and you're like, how do I get it to that place? That's what we're trying to do. My goal for 2024 and 2025 is to like really understand my bookshelf and have a lot of intention with my bookshelf. This has no intention. I would prefer every single book on my bookshelf is 3 stars or above. So if anything is below 3 stars, I don't want it on my bookshelf. 3 stars to me is like solid book. I wasn't obsessed with it, but I understand the appeal for other people. Person by person, I could be like, hey, this is 3 stars for me, but like you might like this a little bit more. 3 stars isn't a bad book. Same on letterboxd. 3-star movie is just like, yeah, it's a solid movie. Like, am I obsessed with it? No. Do I feel the need to rewatch it? No. Would I watch it again if everybody was at like a gathering and they're like, oh, let's just put something on? I'd be like, yeah, it's like a fine movie. I don't know if that's controversial to say. I don't think 3 stars means that something's a bad book. That's a book that was like decent and good. You should read it if you want to. This video is about organizing my books, but it's also about cleaning. I need to clean off this bookshelf. I need to just like throw some shit away. I need to donate some books. Same with the stuff in my room. Like it's just as much a decluttering video as it is organizing my books, okay? And today that is happening because I've been looking at it for like months and months thinking I should do that. Today we're doing it because I really need to do it. First things first, we're going to take everything off. And I guess I'll just stack everything on this dining table. Yeah. Throw some of this stuff away, recycle some of this stuff. These are all COVID tests, but these were actually shipped to the people that lived here before us. So these are like 2 years old. So many COVID tests, antigen tests. Bag for my tripod, donate. I'm trying to be a little bit brutal with what I'm getting rid of. I have too much stuff. Don't know what these cords are to. Most Mardi Gras beads I get rid of. These are ones that I kept that I just like specifically really liked. It is fun to have a few Mardi Gras beads. This is from Mardi Gras 2021. The Muses shoe. It's so stupid to keep, like they are just plastic beads, but I love them. Remember when I said I was gonna be brutal and I'm like keeping plastic beads? That's my bad. Magazines, I think Megan said she wants to keep all of these, so I'm gonna stack all of these up for her. I looked up the COVID test thing and I think that their shelf life is like 3 to 6 months after they're manufactured. So like those should have been thrown away about 1.5 years ago. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna get all of the books on this side of the table and then I guess I'm gonna make my working space like here. I'm one of those people that like every single object has sentimental value. Every single article of clothing, book, piece of paper. I'm like, oh, that was that one time I went to that random movie like 10 years ago. I want to keep that movie ticket even though I didn't even like the movie. Like I'm that person. It's not fun. I'm gonna try to be honest with myself. That's the goal here. I'm gonna be honest. Are you ever going to read that? Are you ever going to let someone borrow that? I'm actually going to utilize Marie Kondo and I'm gonna say, does this bring me joy? Whose is this? Like where did these books come from? This, I really like, whose books are these? There's some books like these, for instance, that I'm like, I don't necessarily know if I want them or if I want to read them. It's not like I wouldn't read them, but I just like kind of know that they're not going to be like my favorite book ever. They might be 3 stars, they could be less, but like I just don't feel like they're going to be a book that I'm so obsessed with. Do I keep this and read it, or do I just like not keep it because I know it's going to be just like a fine book? I don't know. Does that make sense? Now we're at this bookshelf. All of the books in here are pretty much books that I'm like passionate about. I mean, sometimes there's like random things in here, like the X Talk. I haven't read this, but I like packed it on a vacation and then I just like put it here. But a lot of the books in here are books that I like love, love, love. So I probably am not getting rid of any of the books in here, but I do want to clear everything off and like clean the bookshelf and like maybe go through some other random things. Like, I don't know, like I don't think I need this cowboy hat anymore. Things like that is more so what I'm probably trying to do. A lot of mugs in here. These are like mugs that I don't drink out of, but I think they're so cute. I have just like cameras, my film camera. This is like my yarn spool thing. This is my old Canon camera and it's actually really scary to hold because it's so heavy. I mean, because this is just like an older camera and of course, you know, they make them lighter and lighter as the years go on and like this is feeling so heavy. Crochet kits, which as we know, I can't crochet, so it's like I am kind of tempted to keep these so I can learn to crochet. Maybe I'll put it in my donation bag, and if I really want to pull it out, then I will, but it's like I haven't used them yet, so maybe someone else wants them. These posters, I don't think I want this anymore. This was a print of Commander's Palace, but it kind of came out blurry, so I never hung it up. Did a different one instead, so I think I'm getting rid of that. This is my box of stationery / cards that people have given me. Here's a little instructional thing about my IUD. I could probably recycle that. Happy birthday cards are so hard because it's like I do want to keep them. This is a card from my parents for my 25th birthday. I actually can't read this. It's gonna make me cry. Keeping that. Don't need that. This is a film school book that I don't need. Keep. All of these are keep. Orange Juice Vase. All of Magnolia Parks. Keep. Some of these I might put out there, which I'll figure out in a second. All of these are keep. My grandmother's jewelry box, which I don't really feel like going through it right now. It's not of her jewelry. It's just her jewelry box with my jewelry in it. Oh wait, I literally forgot about all of these books over here. The Nightingale, which I actually found this when I was in New York City. I was walking in Brooklyn. They were like giving away random books and I was like, wait, I actually like have been wanting that book. I cannot believe I'm getting this for free right now. I might put that back out there on that bookshelf. Ladybird's screenplay, very important. Dolly, Rachel Incident, Tom Lake, John Green, The Anthropocene Reviewed, Fleabag, Scriptures. This needs to go next to Ladybird. This should go next to Ladybird actually. This is Little Women. These are all hardbacks, so I feel like maybe I'll put Talking at Night right here, even though I haven't read that yet. This is The Story, the movie Zola by A24. How that movie came to be, it was like this big long tweet thread where this girl was telling this whole story and then they turned it into a movie. Anyways, honestly should go with like the A24 stuff, but maybe I'll put it on top of Magnolia Parks like that, so they're kind of together. All Too Well, not a book, literally a blank notebook. I like putting it on my bookshelf pretending like it's a book, like in the music video. I don't know if I'll ever even write in it. Like I just like pretending that it's a real book. I want that to go next to Fleabag. These books are a little bit more like comedy, movie, Seinfeld, Judd Apatow, Seinfeld, comedy, writing prompts, movie quiz, movie watching journal, stationery, and all of my cards that I kept going under here. Grandmother's jewelry box. Oh, it was right there. Wow, this is a pickle. All of these little knickknacks. A bunny, teapot. This is my grandmother's. My film camera I also like having on display. Tarot cards, just put there. Weed gummies. Disposable cameras, and I like putting them there so I remember to grab them on the way out the door, even though I literally never remember, but it's better to have them out in the open in case I do remember. This little pink pig that was mine from when I was little. This pig that was my grandmother's. They're dating. And then I just have all of these mugs that like I don't want to drink out of. They're more so just like really pretty, so I just like kind of having them on display. This is quite the development for this video. I just got a package from Penguin Books. It says heat up your TBR, so I'm assuming it's a bunch of summer romance books. I think this was a bookmark. It kind of got bent in the thing, but it's a bunch of different sauces like mustard and ketchup and stuff, and it says age gap, stuck together, enemies to lovers, hidden identity, second sriracha chance. Oh my god. I need to look at them one by one because I just kind of spoiled it. First book that I got is Experienced by Kate Young. This book is about Betty, who is approaching 30, and she has just found out that she's into women. She's fallen for a girl named May. May tells her that they need to take a break because she wants Betty to experience what she hasn't experienced, which is, you know, dating in your 20s. She hasn't dated other women. She hasn't had casual sex. And so May tells her that she needs to go do that, explore that before they can be together. This sounds really good. And I actually just watched a movie called Am I Okay with Dakota Johnson, which is like kind of exploring a similar topic. The The next book that they gave me is Talking at Night by Claire Daverly, which is so funny because if you've watched previous vlogs, you would know that I just bought this book when I was in the UK. I bought the UK version of it. So this is the UK cover. This is the American cover. I have been wanting to read this for a while, and now I have 2 versions of it. This book is about Will and Rosie, who meet when they're teenagers. They're complete opposites, but they obviously, you know, come to like each other. One day tragedy strikes and the possibility of being together seems to shatter. Over the years, they find their way back to each other and they cannot let go of what might have been. I'm really excited to read this one. Obviously, I'm excited to read this one. I bought it when I was in the UK. I still have not started it yet, but I feel like this is a sign from the universe that like I need to start this now. Next book that I got is Malibu Summer by Libby Gill. This is such a cute cover. This is about Ivy Bauer, who was a young, bright soil scientist, and she also invented a game-changing organic irrigation system. Suddenly, her husband is killed in a biking accident. That is like literally so fucking sad. She needs space to grieve, so she takes a summer job as a gardener in Malibu. Conrad Reed is a wealthy Hollywood has-been. His wife also died, and he's currently feeling overwhelmed by the care of his anxious stepson Hudson. Ivy finds the key to Hudson's heart, and Conrad's own heart begins to melt as well. This is already making me sad. It's so funny because this cover is like so fun and sweet. Oh my god, it starts off with tragedy. Bridget Jones' Diary. I love Bridget Jones' Diary, but I've never read the book. Seen all the movies, have never read the book. Why have I never thought to read the book? I'm actually feeling kind of silly that I've never thought to read this. I feel like everybody knows what Bridget Jones' Diary is about, but it's, you know, literally it's her diary. I cannot believe I've never thought to read Bridget Jones' Diary. I'm feeling so silly. I'm excited that I have a physical copy of this. I should have read this by now. The last book that I got is The Switch by Lily Sampson. This one sounds crazy. This is about 2 couples. One of the couples, Elena and Adam, they are offered the chance to house sit in their dream neighborhood. They become friends with this other couple that I guess like actually lives in the neighborhood. Their names are Sophia and Finn. Elena becomes really obsessed with Sophia because like she's everything that she's not. She's probably really glamorous, really cool, whatever. Elena also becomes a little bit obsessed with Finn. Then Sophia proposes a thrilling game to her new friend to swap partners in secret. Elena quickly agrees. Okay, like fucking calm down. Sophia's plans are far more dangerous than Elena could have ever imagined. What happens? Oh my god. Those are all of the books that I was sent, and we have to add these to my bookshelf now. 5 books from Penguin. That was like literally so sweet of them to send that to me. I just realized inside the box they had a little Cholula hot sauce and then the bookmark, which I showed you guys. If you guys want to see it up close, that's what it looks like. And then I have this, which says like the hotness or the spice level of all of the books, which is so funny. I would have thought that the Switch would have more peppers than Experienced, but this is obviously a bookmark. I'm going to keep that even though it's bent, and then I'm probably going to use this as a bookmark too because it's pretty cute. And then we're gonna add all of these books to the bookshelf now. Oh god, I'm probably gonna drop that hot sauce, huh? Somehow that's not falling. I don't know how. I'm just gonna move this stack. Put these right here. Ta-da! There they are.
Over here with the girls. We're gonna be getting some sandwiches to go. What's wrong?
Hey y'all. Hey y'all, we're really excited for something about her.
Oh, you're whispering?
Yeah, I'm getting nervous. There's a really big line.
It's not too long. You know, it had been kind of wrapped all the way around the other side of the building. Let me get those voices raised. Woo! Okay, do y'all know what you're gonna order or anything?
Yeah, I think I'm getting the Cameron too. Just made it to the front of the line.
We're next.
This business is gonna go ahead and be owned by Ariana and Katie from Vanderpump Rules. Of course. Is anybody gonna get a lover boy to drink?
Not today.
Decided to sit inside. It was a little bit of a longer wait to sit inside, but we're doing that. We've made it this far. We've waited for, how long have we waited?
50?
50.
We've been 50.
Okay, 50.
I'm so excited. I got salt and vinegar chips. I'm starving, so I'm about to have to go ahead and eat a couple. And I got some water.
The aesthetic is very cute in here. I'm liking the design. A+ on that. Wait, the toothpicks are so cute. Wow. That's so cute.
What?
Getting a close up on the toothpicks.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. I might need to take one to go. You know?
Absolutely.
Here are all of our sandwiches. There's Grace's, there's Sarah's, there's Canning's, and there's mine. Here, I'm doing a taste test.
I'm doing a taste test too.
Okay, well, what if I want to do a taste test? Very full. I'm at USPS. I have 2 packages I need to drop off, and I really wasn't in the mood to come over here, but I was like, you know what? Just suck it up and get it over with. And it's hot. didn't do much last night except watch Love Island. I hadn't watched any of the new season, so I decided to completely binge it. I'm watching it on Hulu, so I'm up to date with the episodes on Hulu. I know there's more out within the UK. Hulu's just easier. Maybe once it gets closer to the finale, then I'll try to like actually be up to date with everyone in the UK. I don't know. I watched a bunch of that to catch up, and then out of nowhere, sometimes I don't know what makes me pick a certain book to read next. I think there's like a thought process that's like, well, I'm gonna read them all eventually. I'll just pick one because it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna get to them all eventually. I do that with movies too. I'm gonna watch this eventually, so I'll just pick this one now. Out of nowhere, I decided to read It Ends With Us. I know I'm late. I haven't read any Colleen Hoover. Everyone and their mother has read like all of her books. I think I picked this one because there was 2 of these on my bookshelf, which I don't know how they got there. I don't know. I'm only about 138 pages into the book. I think it's just shy of 400 pages. It's good so far. I think we kind of like just got our like major kind of twist, I guess you could call it, or like major. It just got good. 131, we kind of got our first juicy little bit. Brief synopsis of it, even though I feel like, again, everyone and their mother has read this. Slash, they're coming out with a movie, right? Isn't this the one that Blake Lively is like the main character? That's another reason maybe I picked this book, is because I knew I needed to watch the movie eventually. It's about a girl named Lily. She lives in Boston. She kind of has like some family issues. I won't really go into detail on that. She is a florist. The very first chapter, she meets this guy and there's kind of a spark, and over time their paths cross again and again and more. Slash, at the same time, she's like reading her childhood journals, and she clearly had, you know, something with this boy from high school time. That's kind of all I'm gonna say. So yeah, watched Love Island all day yesterday, read a little bit of this, also was eating a lot of Sour Patch Kids. I don't know what's up with me these days, you know, like I'm obsessed with lemonade, as we've said on this channel many times, because it's just like kind of like sour and sweet, you know? That's been happening for a while, and normally I'll have lemonade and then I'll have like a little bit of chocolate as like my sweet at nighttime. Chocolate hasn't been doing it for me. Like, I need sour candy, so now we're doing lemonade and sour candy. I don't know what it is. Like, I've completely transformed. Cravings have completely changed. Anyways, I was just reading Colleen Hoover and eating Sour Patch Candy. This is my new top that I showed you guys in my last video. That's from Print Fresh, and it's this like really cute print that's embroidered mermaids all over it. It's like a very beachy nighttime top. It has matching shorts. I'm not wearing the matching shorts right now. It's kind of see-through, but I have this bra that like fits perfectly underneath it. So I feel like I can wear this at the beach with my family because it's such a beachy top that I was like, damn, I want to wear that, like, you know, when I wake up in the morning and I go to breakfast. But I just found this bra that's from Splits 59, and it is like the perfect combination. And so this is like my new little lounge top, sleep top for summertime. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day. There is another episode of Love Island. I think today is just a lazy day, y'all. That's really all I got right now. Days later, finished Colleen Hoover. First Colleen Hoover book, and I was like, I kind of get it. Like, she kind of snapped on this one a little bit. And then I listened to the audiobook for the second book. It starts with us, and like, it wasn't necessary. Like, did we need that book? No. But you know, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. So anyways, finished 2 Colleen Hoover books since we last spoke. I was editing this video, okay? And I was like, I never really even showed the bookshelf. And I think I didn't show it because there was no like organization to it. Like, I just like kind of put them back on the bookshelf. It was more so just like getting rid of books. It was really just kind of a cleaning video at the end of the day. And I know you can already tell by the wall behind me, but the bookshelf is gone. I did proceed to sell that bookshelf on Facebook Marketplace the very next day. It's just funny how the world works, you know? We'll get into all of that at a later date, not in this video, but did sell that. I did sell that. Where'd it go? Why? We'll talk about it. Not in this video. We'll talk about it at some point, so just stay tuned. Subscribe. I'm really sorry. I know you guys are gonna hate me, but I think with that, this is goodbye. I don't really know what the next vlog is gonna be, if I'm being completely honest, but we'll find out together.